This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Smith going to go to the air, first play. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this is nothing more than a simple screen pass, but he does a really nice job of showing patience and letting his blockers get out in front of him. And he turns it into really nice yardage.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ethan Carter, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he's got room. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Smith on first down. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. And Walker once more. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Lock it in motion right. From the gun, it's Walker. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Go, Reed, go.
They'll try and run. Walker. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run for it. It's Walker. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the... Unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? It's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike.
Godwin Igwebuike on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
17.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Black block. Quick, yellow. Check right.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st.
97.
Tua on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Mostert, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
38. Check pitch.
One more time with Mostert. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll run with Mostert. Oh, he's going to be brought down short of the 1st, and they are out of timeouts.
10 cycles.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
50 Fury. 52. Black Ultra. Striker 3-3. Yellow 1.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Right. Yellow. Set.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Hey, close to you.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Stephen Carter. He scored on the ground and through the... This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Smith going to look to throw right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 2 now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Good show of hands there from a guy now accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. That's about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Another setup beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams marching right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They're going right back to Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the air now with Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they know how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
38.
Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Tua going to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Steps away. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Mostert. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Out of just 1. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Can't get away, and he's taken down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Smith. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a flag.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Tua now on first down. Steps away to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready?
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where Armstrong pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll run. It's Ken Walker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play. Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see them take a shot downfield.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. Geno now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, a run to Dallas. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18.
Throwing now is Geno. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Drop 50, drop 50.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, fourth and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. It's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as he'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
18
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this returnable for Hill. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Tua. Dancing, and the pressure gets to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that and trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. Unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. They'll run on first down with Dallas. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down and 7.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Nothing 19.
Out of the gun, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through, making a 14-3 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
The team that wanted to get that ball downfield had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Heading to the line, facing a 3rd and 7, following the incompletion on second down. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
50 Maverick.
Smith now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
You can do better.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Dolphins 9.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Two and a throw again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense... Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
It's a run with Mostert. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Smith. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. A shotgun snap for Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 34.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Tua now on first down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On second down, Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Let's go. 52.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now Tua. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They get the ball, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big time fumble. Myers connects on the PAT. And they'll make this a 4-point game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw went a little too far, brings up third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
After the interception, here's Smith. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead out to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Tua going to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And they're going to get this down about the 47. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua being chased out left. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
From the 25 on second down, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And some room to run now. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability there to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To throw again on second down. Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads. And this is caught on the sideline. On the feet in, they are. What a catch. A gain of 32 that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Walker. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He's got his tight end fan. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Now Smith. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
70 Rangers.
Smith now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Come on.
On 4th down, Smith. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins have just a...